how we do it, ladies. This scene here is actually when feminism was invented. This is the closest that man will ever get to a woman's bodily fluid.
Throw that ass back.
Today I will be reacting to the Titanic movie, and this will be my first time fully watching the movie. I've seen some glimpses and a few scenes a long time ago when I was a child and it was like playing in the background, but I don't think I've ever actually watched the movie because I don't remember anything that happens in it other than like what's been spoken about in pop culture. So I thought, why not give it a try? And this is a totally random decision that I made. I was definitely not inspired to go ahead and watch this movie because of recent events that sparked a worldwide phenomenon of people watching in horror and an expensive taxpayer surge because rich people decided to do the same mistake and follow their own egos instead of listening to safety instructions, therefore dealing with the consequences of their own hubris. Not because of that at all. I'm just glad that the submersible imploded and so that people died very quickly and painlessly. That's like the best case scenario compared to being trapped there for days. I have so many mixed feelings about the situation because rich men keep on endangering themselves and other people for their own ego. Rich people don't get to the point of wealth that they have without taking advantage of poor people. And every time they make a senseless mistake, it always becomes everybody else's problems and resources that they gotta take from. I think it's just really sad in general to think about people dying, and I would never want anyone to die that way, especially for the 19-year-old who I have the most sympathy for. Lots of mixed feelings, but you know what I'm gonna do with them? Watch the Titanic movie. We'll see how much present day really mirrors history. And in line with the Titanic, if you are a fan of stories that have drama or romance, I would actually recommend for you to check out the collection of books from Book of the Month, which is the sponsor of today's video. They're a super popular and fast-growing online subscription service for readers, and their mission is to promote new and emerging authors for you to discover. So every month they pick 5 to 7 new books that are coming out, and you can pick which ones you want to get delivered to your door. It's totally risk-free, so you can skip any time, any month, and you would not be charged. I picked 2 books for this month. One of them is Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. This is the author's adult debut, and it is a fantasy epic that is based on some Shakespeare stories. I also picked Hello Stranger by Catherine Center because this year I had read her previous book, The Bodyguard, which I really enjoyed. The main character in this book gets into an accident, so now she has a condition where she can't recognize faces. So I'm interested to see how that condition will affect the romance that she gets involved in. So if you're interested in checking out Book of the Month, you can use my code READWITHCINDY to get your first box for $9.99 if you live in the US. With that in mind, let's go ahead and watch Titanic. First of all, why the hell is this movie 3 hours long? James Cameron truly never learned how to condense his films. Does it really take that long for a ship to sink? Like, what's going on? Second of all, this song is so iconic among Asian families, and this is purely a theory based on my own personal experiences, but I feel like especially so for Vietnamese families. This song always got played whenever my family did karaoke. My mom picked her American name to be Celine because she loves Celine Dion so much. I went to my grandpa's funeral and they had a slideshow with that song playing in the background. So I have no actual studies to prove this, but I'm pretty sure that this song has truly gripped the Asian American immigrant experience by the throat.
Okay, Pier 2, we're going over the bow.
See those windows? That is what those people in the submersible thought they were gonna see. Because when they went down there on the Titan, they couldn't even see through any windows. They had to watch some kind of tiny ass video, probably with grainy footage, just to be close to the Titanic but not actually see it. They have to watch a video instead, and they paid $250,000 to do that. If I wasted that much money, I better see HD footage of that shit. And ironically, you can get that right here in this movie. You can literally watch the first few seconds of this movie and you would have seen more of the Titanic than those people in the submersible did. Not only would that have been cheaper, you would have still been alive. Ew, why is there a baby mask down there? Was a toddler dressing up as Phantom of the Opera? What is this rich people hobby that we're starting to uncover here? Wait, how would the drawings still be intact? This was in a safe, but there was still seawater inside of that safe. Is this scientifically possible? If it is, I would imagine that the drawing would still be extremely fragile. Even the way that you're holding that drawing, like that shit would crumble. You cannot be rubbing your grimy little fingers over the charcoal. Like that shit would disintegrate or at least smudge really badly. Damn, what kind of sketch paper did Jack buy for this shit? It holds up.
Turn that up, dear.
A piece of paper that's been underwater for 84 years.
Elderly Rose is like, damn, my boobs looked good back then.
If you had found the heart of the ocean yet,
Can you tell us who the woman in the picture is?
the woman in the picture is me.
Realistically, they would get way more people pretending to be Rose here. Like how a lot of people pretended to be Anastasia. I feel like there would have been like a whole process of them having to go through several calls and fake people who are trying to pose as her. And it's like, how do you even verify that this is the right person? She could have just been a liar. What if she just died on the helicopter while they were trying to escort her and then the movie just ended? They're like, oh, oops. Guess we'll never find that diamond. When they make a movie about the Titan going missing in 2023, I want to play the role of the Pomeranian right here. This is how I want to be reincarnated, as a rich woman's dog.
Disappeared in 1792.
You actually think this is you, Nana?
It is me, dear.
It is me, dear. My boobs were perky. Look at what you inherited. Looks a little familiar, right? When you look in the mirror? You're welcome.
It's been 84 years.
It's okay, just try to remember anything at all.
I personally would not be sharing this information with them. They're trying to get a story out of me, and for what? It satisfies their curiosities and maybe they'll find the diamond and get rich, but like, what's her motivation for airing out her dirty laundry? Because she's not benefiting anything from this. I'm just saying, if you expect me to retell my trauma, you better at least pay me for that.
It was a slave ship taking me back to America in chains.
Not her comparing her experience being a rich girl to being on a slave ship. Girl, white women really do be white womaning. Leonardo DiCaprio was actually quite handsome and charming when he was younger. Like before he got old and started dating children that turned freshly 18. Like he was a looker back in the day, you know? He's young, his outfit and hair is giving lesbian. It really shows that it's better to look like a twink. It's the twink to gross old men pipeline. From twink to twunk.
Yes. We need a little color in this room.
Wow, she was obsessed with paintings of boobs from the very beginning. And she's also gonna fall for someone who looks like a lesbian. Interesting. Was Rose queer coded?
Hey, look! See it?
Yeah, I see it. They're orcas coming to fuck you up. When people said eat the rich, you know who was the only species that was willing to step up and do it? The orcas. Don't fuck with the ocean.
I'm the king of the world!
There's so many iconic lines that pop up in this movie, but what I'm wondering is, how was he even allowed in this area? Nobody's questioning why this little street rat has the best view of the ship.
Who thought of the name Titanic?
I wanted to convey sheer size, and size means stability, luxury, and above all, strength.
It's because he compensated for his dick, tale as old as time. Before men could rev their motorcycle engines to compensate for their size, they just built big ass ships that killed people instead. Oh my god, there were dogs on the ship? That's so sad. The layers to this tragedy have just deepened with this revelation. Rich white people meeting their demise, I can accept, but those dogs did nothing wrong. I will say though, cats would have survived this shit. They would have found a way. They would have like probably all piled on that door and been totally fine. Or if people tried to like toss them aside, they would have like clawed all the life jackets and just fucked everyone over.
I saw my whole life as if I'd already lived it, with no one to pull me back, no one who cared.
Honey, that's depression. I know disassociation when I see one. We looking like twins here. She's at the dining table, I'm at a work meeting. We got this exact same facial expression. I can relate to her depression, but being rich is still nice. It could be worse, like you could be poor and depressed. At least you can cope with good food. It would suck to be trapped on a ship though.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. You're too sexy to die.
I mean it. I'll let go.
No, you won't.
Please don't play chicken with the suicidal girl that's on the ledge. This is not the time to be calling her bluff. Imagine if he was like a volunteer for the suicide hotline. He's like, you're not gonna do it. Yeah, we just met for literally 5 seconds, but I don't know. I just got a feeling. I feel like you're a coward and you wouldn't actually go through all the way for it. Like, I feel like you never actually finish things in your life. So what's the chance of you actually finishing this, you know?
You just seem like, you know, kind of an indoor girl.
Today, we would call this chronically online. He's saying this girl looks like she doesn't touch grass. Girl, you gotta chill. It is not your time to die yet.
I know what you must be thinking. Poor little rich girl.
Thinking was, what could have happened to this girl to make her think she had no way?
Boat, quickly. Don't wait. You remember what I told you about the boat?
Oh my god, what an asshole. Only saving the rich people. Big fucking surprise. It's so wild how today we have basically just done the same thing. Prioritizing and putting all of our money to the rich people who spent $250,000 to go on that submersible. And then they imploded versus hundreds of refugees that were trying to find a safe asylum and nobody did shit when they were drowning. Like literally Greece watched them drown. It is just very messed up how today we're literally still doing the same shit.
It isn't time to go up to the boats yet. Please stay calm.
We'd wish class people in the boats, they'll be starting with us and we'll want to be already, won't we?
Oh no, they're not making it. Fuck. Dude, this shit is awful. I thought I was gonna have a silly little reaction, but I'm not having a good time right now.
The water is freezing and there aren't enough boats. Not enough by half. Half the people on this ship are going to die.
Not the better half.
Shut the fuck up. I hope this loser dies. She should just like puncture his life jacket before she goes to get Jack. Just walk by him, do a little bit of like stabbing right there.
Are you cold a rat?
I'd rather be his whore than your wife.
She kind of popped off with that one. Even whores deserve to live too. And I'll tell you what, I'd rather have a whore survive in a movie than an abuser. So when are we gonna watch this loser croak?
No!
That's how we do it, ladies. This scene here is actually when feminism was invented. This is the closest that man will ever get to a woman's bodily fluid. Even though she was a rich bitch, she turned out to be a cool one because she was like, before we eat the rich, we gotta spit on the rich.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
How did you find out I didn't do it?
I just realized I already knew.
Girl, now is not the fucking time. Screw having a sweet moment. Who even cares if he stole the jewelry or not? That diamond was fucking ugly anyway. If anything, he did you a favor. Now let's fucking go.
Hello! Hello!
Dude, she's fucked. I would have already been lost and forgot where I came from. Like I would have been on my phone on Google Maps trying to find the blue dot to figure out where to go next. And I'm like, where's my service? Like, where do I go next?
Come on, wait. Open your hands up a little more. I trust you.
I would have chopped off Leonardo DiCaprio's hands by accident. Sorry to this man. The hand-eye coordination would not have been there for me. Do not put me on a sinking ship because I will not be useful. Leonardo would have been starring in The Little Mermaid in 2023 because they would have found him stuck in the ocean by now because I would have never been able to like swing the axe properly. My lack of direction, poor hand-eye coordination, and my weak arm strength, he would have been a fucking goner. Oh my god. This is so stressful. I actually really hate this. Like I'm not having a good time right now. This is like way too much. And I just know, like for me, if I'm going on a cruise ship, I'm having my silly little edible so that I can get a little bit high, have a chill time. But with all these crowds and yelling, this would give me a bad trip. I would be way too overstimulated and be like, what the fuck is going on? Am I tripping? Because why the fuck am I suddenly submerged underwater now? Oh my god, chill. Dude, this is so traumatizing. Not even in this specific situation, but like in general, whenever there's a disaster happening with like a large crowd, you know, like a shooting, it's so scary to think about how there would just be madness that ensues because nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Everybody's trying to like stay safe and there's just like panic and chaos. That is so stressful. I don't like that. I do not like this at all. Ooh. It's the way everyone is dying and they're still doing their job. I know they ain't getting paid enough for this shit. They better get a 5-star rating for committing to the bit. Any of these survivors out there, like they better leave a good review. That review better be like, yeah, you know, we almost died, but the music kept on playing on.
It's goodbye for a little while. Only for a little while.
No, I don't like this. Dude, this is the worst fucking movie to pick for a reaction. I'm not having a good time, bro. Oh my god.
Go on. I'll get the next one. Don't worry about me. See? Got my own boat to catch.
She knows they're lying. She knows they're fucking lying. And damn, dude, she's coming back twice for him. That's how good the dick was.
Rose! You're so stupid! Why'd you do that, huh? You're so stupid, Rose!
This is actually pretty cute. Like, I need somebody to call me stupid while passionately kissing me. This is how I want to be treated whenever I do something stupid. I don't want tough love. I just want whatever this is.
Why did you do that? Why?
You jump high, jump right.
No, this makes me so sad. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. This shit happened way too long ago for me to cry. Bro, what is your fucking problem? Kim, they're serious. Now is not the time to deal with your bruised ego. Yes, he has a bigger dick than you. So what? He's gonna die anyway. Your dick measuring contest is not worth life or death. Like, just be serious here and chill the fuck out. The guy's like ill, a child.
It's not done!
What was all this for? Why would you shoot him and then shoot yourself? I know this guy is like not thinking properly. That's why he's like dealing with a lot of emotions and regrets and stuff. But like, oh my God, this is so much senseless death. Yeah, if I had been high on this ship, seeing all that shit would have made me sober. This is so sad. I feel like the older I've gotten, the more aware I am that I could die at any point for any senseless reason. And the thought of that scares me. I just think about how there's so much that I hadn't gotten to do yet, or even being able to properly prepare. Like, if I know I'm gonna die soon, if I have like an illness or whatever. That's the scary part about not expecting you're gonna die and then you do die. You weren't able to like prepare for that shit. You know, I need to like write a will. I need to say I love you to people. Oh my God, dude, this is a 3-hour movie and the last hour is just watching people die nonstop. Why would James Cameron do this? I mean, to be fair, the shots do be looking cool though. James really did put his MISC into directing this. Some of these shots really are cool. The mom is like, fuck, now I really gotta find a job when I get back to society. Damn it. Oh my God, why are we seeing everything? Every fucking shot, there's some person falling. I didn't think that this was like going on for like at least an hour. The people who died in the submersible had a better fate than this, because at least when they died, it was like instant. This is just like drawn out terror. This is way too stressful for me. If I'm in this kind of situation, I want to die instantly. I want to be like a little fly that just gets fucking smacked against the window and like I didn't even see it coming, because I can't handle this stress. Over the years, I've seen a lot of people argue that Jack could have gotten on that door and they both could have like made it out together, but I'm wrong. And you can clearly see it here. He tried to get on the door, but it's not about the size, it's buoyancy. Like, two people couldn't be on the door because then it would tilt over and fall.
Winning that ticket, Rose, was the best thing that ever happened to me. It brought me to you.
Dude. You can't be saying that shit, man. Oh, no. All right. I guess I am crying from this old ass movie after all.
You must promise me that you'll survive. You won't give up, no matter what happens.
I promise. I will never let go, Jack.
Oh my God. Why did I decide to watch this movie? Fuck. This shit was not worth it.
I'll never let go. I promise.
Bitch, you just did.
6 were saved from the water, myself included. 100.
Whatever company owns this ship, they better have been sued to smithereens. If I was on that ship, I'm leaving a 1-star review everywhere. Google, Yelp, everywhere. You will hear me complain about this experience nonstop if I survive. Aw, grief. You know when a story is fake when everybody in the room claps.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
Wow, now this song takes a new meaning. Like, I understand the lyrics now because of the full context. Damn. It's not just Asian karaoke anymore, it's sad. It is a pretty good song though, to be honest. Celine Dion really did put her Celine-ness into it. I wonder if she could retire from all the royalties of this song. Wow. I watched this for shits and giggles and now I'm just depressed and traumatized. Way too many people were fucking dying. I did not expect that. But I will say, the movie was actually pretty damn good. The romance was earnest. The main characters were endearing. The visuals were really good. They actually might be a little too good because I did not expect to see that many people dying. I don't know if it had been the right call to watch Titanic. that drained me. But you know what? I can confirm now, the movie held up. I do think it was a good movie. I can understand why everyone sees it as a masterpiece. I think it was really ahead of its time. I think it still holds up today. So yeah, it's a pretty solid movie. It did make me cry. It's not fair because the characters deserved a lot better, and especially Jack, who was surprisingly a really good dude. Like, I did like him, and that sucks. We gotta pour one out for Jack because he was one of the real ones. He was cute, he dressed like a lesbian, he prevented suicide. He was a good dude. I hope you enjoyed watching or rewatching Titanic with me. I'm gonna go ahead and be sad and grieve over something that happened way too long ago before I was even born. Go ahead and unsubscribe from my channel, and bye.
Now I'm awake in the middle of the night, wishing I had a little more time, thinking how all the years kept flying by. I'm awake in the middle of the night,